Good morning, everybody. It is just after 7:30 in the morning, just woke up. I'm going to take you through a day in the life of quarantine here in Taiwan. So let's start with some breakfast. It's usually delivered at 7:30, so it should be waiting outside the door. Let's go take a look. All right, let's see what we got. We've got two bags. We got one, this one's from the hotel with food. And then I did go ahead and order myself a little bit of Starbucks. Get me through a couple days of quarantine here. It's been nice. So let's start with the hotel food first though. So we got an orange, a yogurt, some milk, some Cocoa Puffs. That'll bring you back to being 5 years old again. Some more milk. I'm assuming that goes for the Cocoa Puffs. We got some coffee. Nice. We'll have to make some of that. Although I did order coffee from Starbucks, so maybe that'll be my afternoon coffee. And we've got our meal here. Let's see what we got. Alright, we got a sandwich here, some little mini sausages, and a couple hard-boiled eggs. So the way they do it is last night before dinner you have to order your meals for the next day, your breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I usually forget what I order, so it's kind of a surprise the next day when I do get it. But hey, something keeps the day spicy around here. So, but no, it's you get, I think breakfast there's 4 options, then lunch and dinner there's probably 6 or 7 options. So you go online, order your food, and then at certain time slots throughout the day they drop the food off on a little table outside the door. Quick knock and run away, and then you got to go out and grab it off the table and bring it in to eat. So they've done a pretty good job doing this with the quarantine, and yeah, I mean, it is what it is. It's no fun. For us, or probably not for them either. But hey, you got to do what you got to do. So we're just grateful for the food and for the team putting us up here. So let's see what else we got to eat here. I got Starbucks. I know what's in this one, but let's see here. So we got a sandwich and a nice tall, venti caramel macchiato. It's my favorite. I'm usually a black coffee guy, Americano, but sometimes when I need a little sweetness, then I'll go with the caramel macchiato, which I did today. So the breakfast sandwich is a turkey and cheese croissant, which is my absolute go-to in this country. I eat a lot of Starbucks when I'm here, but it's a pretty good sandwich, as you can see there. It's got egg and turkey. It's a good sandwich. So enough talking, let's get to eating. Alright, breakfast is done, coffee is done. It is just before 9 o'clock now, and at 9 o'clock a.m. and p.m. we got to take our temperature and report it to the front desk, so I'm going to do that now. Alright, 36.2, so we'll call that into the front desk, and then we are going to get a workout in. I like to work out right after breakfast, kind of get it done. Not that I got anything else to do in my day, but that way I can get it done and yeah, get on to some other stuff today. So let's call this temperature into the front desk, and then we'll get a quick workout in. Let's clean this room up a little bit and let's get to biking. And for a little motivation, we've got Game 7 highlights from last year's Taiwan series. Let's go Lions.
束。90分下半，最终布洛克让中英兄弟是留下了一个2-2的残垒6得分。台湾亚赛的第7战，同一时段最终是以7比43分的差距。
All right, we got a nice 10-15 minute bike in there, get the heartbeat going, watch some Game 7 action. Let's go Lions. Time to get into our workout, so let's move the bike out of the way, get some weights going. We're going to start with some deadlifts. Alright, and then we'll get into some RDLs. Alright, that's two of my favorites, deadlifts and RDLs. Obviously lightweight, just trying to move it fast, 3 sets of 6. Next we're going to do some glute bridges on the couch, followed by a little band work for the hips. I find hip stuff is really beneficial for me, so that's what we're going to do. Here we go. And my favorite video, right here. Love that video. The pure joy and all the fans. It's awesome. It's not like anything I've ever been a part of before. Pretty cool. Alright, lower body stuff's done, let's move to upper body. Alright, last but not least, I like to do just a couple weighted ball drills and regular baseball drills. Obviously limited on how we can throw in here, but just a couple of drills with these balls. Keep the shoulder moving as best I can, and yeah, keep it going until we can get outside and play catch again. So here you go. Alright, so that's it for the workout for today. We're going to take a shower, Nice and sweaty, good for the morning. We're gonna take a shower and just in time for lunch. So yeah, let's hit it. All right, shower's done. Feeling good. Let's go see if lunch has been delivered. All right, lunch hasn't been delivered yet, just checked, but it's not there. So I thought this would be a good time to kind of walk you through the food process while we're here. So from the hotel, we get a menu, and basically each day we got to scan the QR code and order your food. So before 5 o'clock today, I have to go into that website and order my food for tomorrow. There's 4 breakfast options and 7 lunch and dinner options. So. And then each week the menu changes, which is kind of nice. It's not 2 weeks of the same food. All right, barely turned the camera off and I just got the knock on the door and the doorbell ring. So let's go check out what we got for lunch. So we got a garbage pail and a table for our food. Go ahead and see what we got. All right, first bag. Sometimes they tie these things crazy tight and it's hard to get in. Okay, this one's not bad. We've got Coca-Cola. Not really a soda guy myself, but I'll probably make a coffee to go with lunch, and I don't know, we'll save the Coke if I need something for later. We got a little dessert pastry. We've got some fruit. I believe this is dragon fruit. I think that's what they call it here. I've had it a few times. It's all right. Not my favorite, but there's definitely worse things to eat. And for the meal, we've got a nice big box of something. Got some ketchup and mustard, chopsticks. We've got a soup. It's like a yellow, let's see if I can show you here. We're gonna have to taste test that one and see what it is. I'm not quite sure, just looking at it. And we got a big box, see what's in here. Like I said, I think I ordered the hamburger. Yeah, hamburger and french fries. Looks pretty good. So we got a little cup of fries. And a nice big burger. So that's lunch today. I'm gonna eat and I will give you an update on what that soup is. I'm not quite sure what it is, but we'll get to that. I'm eating the burger first, so I'm hungry. Let's do it. All right, guys, so it's almost 3 o'clock in the afternoon, so just kind of been killing the day watching YouTube, Netflix. I watch a lot of YouTube. It's got some video games here too. I haven't played any yet today, but probably get some in yet at some point just to switch it up. Anything I can do to kill some time. But right now I want to share with you these, the coffee packets that come with the breakfast. I've saved up a couple of them, and they're pretty cool little inventions. I've never seen anything like it before, but it's so it looks like almost a tea bag. Pretty simple, but what you do is you open the top, so kind of just pull away a strip, and then these fold out, go on your cup, and then you've got like a pour over coffee. So I thought it was pretty sweet. We're gonna heat up some water, put this in the mug. Again, that kind of sits in there, and then you pour the hot water through the coffee, and it's kind of its own built-in filter. So pretty sweet. I thought it was kind of neat. So yeah, let's make a little afternoon coffee. Alright, now that we got our coffee, I don't know, I thought maybe we'd take a little time, answer some questions that I think most people probably have regarding quarantine here. It's strict, But obviously, Taiwan's done a good job with COVID. The numbers are extremely low. They've been praised around the world for how well they've done with COVID and treating it and kind of keeping it low. So if that means we got to do 14 days of strict quarantine, that's what it is. It's hard to blame them for something that's working so well. So I'm willing to do my 14 days here. Obviously, we've got probably 9 months or so ahead of us of a long season, so 14 days at the start isn't too bad. But yeah, so I guess kind of getting into the details of quarantine, it is 14 days. For me, it's actually 15 pretty much, because I showed up at 4 a.m. On the 29th, and because I showed up at 4 a.m. and not before midnight, that basically whole day at the very start didn't count. It has to be an entire day from midnight to midnight. So I was basically here for pretty much an entire day and it didn't count. So that was a little tough mentally, adding a whole day on the start. And then, okay, now I'm on day 1. But again, it is what it is. I believe I'm on day 5 right now of 14. So I've got another week and a bit ahead. Trying to stay sane, trying to stay busy with whatever I can. Not easy, but at the same time, it's not the hardest thing either. So more mental than anything, just trying to keep busy and keep the brain going a little bit. And obviously the physical part, we can work out and do that stuff, so that's not too bad. But yeah, you've kind of seen the food system along the way. It's obviously dropped off at the door. They kind of knock, ring the doorbell, and run away. So that way we're not in contact with anybody. I've got a big garbage bag, throw my garbage in there and put it outside the door every day. Again, just leave it there and they come pick it up. So it's no contact, basically. The only contact I really had was with the hotel shuttle service getting from the airport to the hotel. So, but again, that too was very safe. Spray you down, and there's plastic sheets in the car and stuff to keep you kind of separated. So I do have a balcony just on the back side of the camera here, which has been a lifesaver this year, just to have some fresh air. I mean, it's hard to do without fresh air, that's for sure. So I usually leave that door open quite a bit during the day just to kind of catch a breeze through the room and keep things fresh in here. So and it's still early in the year here, so it's not too hot. I know if it was June or July, I'd probably keep that door shut and the air conditioning on, but because it gets pretty hot here. But it's nice out right now. It's Celsius. It's about mid-20s during the day, and it goes down to about 14, 15 at night. So it's beautiful weather, especially at night. I'll sit out there with a drink sometimes and just kind of catch some fresh air and hear the sights and sounds of Taipei. Obviously, I don't have much of a view. There's all apartment buildings around me, but at least I can just kind of get outside and get out of the room, even if it's just a little 10-foot balcony, but it's all right. Other stuff around, I guess, stuff that I'm doing to keep busy. I watch a lot of YouTube. I've been watching some Netflix, some Amazon Prime Video. I bought a PlayStation this year, a PS4. I'm not a video game guy at all. Maybe when I was 10, 11, I played a little bit, but not much. I've never really played too much of them, but I thought, hey, for 2 weeks of quarantine, I better bring something. So I did get a PlayStation. I've been playing some NHL 21. I love hockey. The NHL, hockey in general, I love. So listen to a lot of hockey podcasts and try to watch as many NHL games as I can. And I play a little NHL 21 on the PlayStation. It is pretty fun. I got to admit, it's pretty fun. Other games, I've got NBA, Call of Duty. I'm not good at Call of Duty at all. I'm horrible. But again, it's fun, kills the time. And I got a game called Red Dead Redemption, which I'm just starting. It's pretty fun. It's kind of a Western game. Yeah, it's pretty good. So I've got that. And then one of my new things this year that for the past few years I've really enjoyed woodworking. So a lot of the YouTube stuff that I watch is woodworking and whatnot. So I brought along this year some paper, like some graph paper and some tracing paper and a scrapbook thing. My plan is to get a little better at some drawing. I would like to draw out some woodworking plans and whatnot, because yeah, even in the off season I do a lot of woodworking. So I thought, hey, this 2 weeks might be a nice time to kind of learn a little more and get better at a part of it that I'm not very good at, which is kind of the design and the planning. So I'll probably get into that a little bit today, just to kind of get started. And I've got some projects in my head for when obviously next off season when I get home and have some time to do them. So I think it would be pretty fun to kind of just start drawing those out and having a little fun, get the creative juices flowing a little bit, because yeah, it's pretty boring in here, and got to kind of keep the brain going a little bit, and that's something I enjoy, so it's going to entertain me, and if it kills a few hours here and there for these 2 weeks, I'm all in. So I'm going to try some of that. All right, I'll catch back with you probably during some dinner time. All right, what's up, guys? It is just after 6 o'clock. Just got my dinner delivered to me, so thought I'd show you what I got for dinner. This is my last meal. Afternoon's been pretty slow, just kind of watching some Netflix, watching some YouTube, so not a whole lot to show you guys, but yeah, we'll eat some dinner, and then tonight's probably going to be a little more of the same, just kind of watching TV, might play a little video games, but yeah, we'll see. Let's see what we got for dinner here for starters. So we got a pineapple and grapefruit juice. We got a nice salad. Let's see if we can open it here. Salad with some Japanese salad dressing. I got some grapes for dessert. And for the main meal, we've got some macaroni noodles. Honestly, I'm not 100% sure what's on this side here. Yeah, I'm not quite sure at all, really. Yeah, I guess we'll try it and we'll see. And just some spaghetti sauce. So let's get at it. All right, so finished up dinner, kind of cleaned up the room a little bit. That's pretty much it for the day. It's just going to be a little bit of TV to finish the night and head to bed and do it all again tomorrow. So it's not the most exciting 2 weeks of my life, that's for sure. But yeah, I just thought I'd give you a little insight of what it's like here in Taiwan. For those of my family and friends back in Canada, you can kind of see how strict they're taking it here and the processes we go through in Taiwan. You can compare them to Canada. And for those in Taiwan, hey, you get to kind of see a day in the life of what the foreign players here are going through to start the season. So yeah, looking forward to being done the two-week quarantine and getting with the team and get practicing and get ready for opening night. So it's going to be another good season. I'm really excited. Other thing, the next video this weekend, I'm going to film a video, kind of a question and answer video. Any questions you got, whether it's baseball, life, Canada, Taiwan, Korea, anything at all, whatever you got. If you got a question, feel free to leave it in the comments below, or you can send me a message on Instagram. It's another good place to find me. So yeah, if you got a question you want answered, or something you want me to talk about, feel free to comment below, and I'll try to get to all of them. I'm going to do that this week, so get your comments in the next couple days, and we'll see you on the weekend. Thanks, guys.